So I don't deem myself a professional in any type of like relationship wise. Honestly, my last relationship kind of ended in a disaster. But I do understand now that there is growth within people and you don't completely know somebody, whether or not you want to believe it or not. It's kind of a weird thing because a lot of people nowadays, even on social media, people come out of relationships or can go back into relationships or change partners or whatever the heck. But the main thing is everybody talks a whole bunch of game about how they don't want to play, how they should just speak what they're saying instead of like saying this and that, and women would give their perspective and men would give their perspective. But the thing is that like both are kind of like in a whole different mechanic of mentalities, because women were born and raised to attract and deem their attention worthy to whoever is of their you know is of their worth for their boundaries. So like say women in general would never tell you exactly what they say. Instead they'll tell you how they feel. And then for men, they'll tell you exactly what they say, like, oh yeah, I'll take out the trash later, and 9 times out of 10 they'll either do it or they don't. That's an insecurity that's dealt with that particular man. But for a woman, they're never gonna speak their own truth, so they're gonna say a lot of stuff, but if that's not how they feel at the time, then they're gonna be rendered like a liar. But they don't mean to lie because they just speak on how they feel at the moment. So like in certain situations on then right now, that's where they're more prevalent at, is at that moment. But as a man, they'll think of the past, future, or the outcomes of everything, which is something they don't do. As women, they're more excited about like seeing how everything's gonna align with their boundaries and how things are gonna keep going and keep maneuvering and keep their focus on, because that's what they have control of, is the things they see with their own actions of emotions that happens at the moment. But a guy, you know, will be different because there'll be too much either in the past or too much in the future, which does count as some type of insecurities as well. But you have to learn that both sides just have different mechanics worth of thinking. And with that being said, if it was a guy to another guy, like say if I'd be like, okay bro, go take out the trash, like come on now, he'll take it out because I'm a dude and I said that, and that's kind of embarrassing, and it makes that person feel like, damn, a homie's telling me this shit, so I gotta go do it. But if